This is a piece of hard maple, and these shavings peel off with ease. You know, I consider the plane to be the most efficient tool in the shop. Hi, I'm Rob Cosman. Thanks to these new WoodRiver V3 planes, we now have access to premium tools at an incredibly discounted price. Let me show you some of the features that may just convince you that this should be your plane of choice. First and foremost, you want a solid, stable casting. These are made out of ductile iron. They're fully stress relieved before they're ground, so they come to you flat. They're going to be flat in 10 years' time. Now, a feature that has normally been reserved for just the most expensive planes is the ability to open and close the throat without having to remove the blade. How do you do it? Well, on the back side, you'll notice there's 3 screws. The 2 outside screws are frog retaining screws, and you simply take about 1/4 of a turn on each of those. Then, using the center screw, you turn it whichever way you want. One way to close the throat down, the other to open it up. When you get it in position, you simply lock the 2 outside screws and you're ready to go. Again, a feature normally reserved for far more expensive planes. Something you'll appreciate after a long day in the shop is a nice, comfortable knob and rear tote. These are made out of a premium hardwood. They're nicely finished. There are no rough spots. The rear tote is generous in size. It's designed for a 3-finger grip, but it's very comfortable to use. Speaking of comfortable, you'll notice that the adjuster knob, they increased the diameter. They also increased the depth of the knurling so that you could get a little more torque. Now that is used to advance the blade for a thicker shaving or retract the blade for a thinner shaving. But the blade is always under the tension applied by the lever cap. So having a larger diameter knob just allows a little more torque, makes it that much more comfortable to use. In addition to a flat sole, square sides, let me show you some of the features that aren't quite so obvious. To do that, I've got to remove the lever cap, take the blade and chip breaker assembly out. Something I really like is this lateral adjustment lever. Now what this does is skew the blade one side or the other so that you can have an even thickness shaving. This bearing at the bottom of the lever fits into the long slot in the blade and allows that to happen. However, in use, it's always under the pressure applied by the lever cap, which means there's a fair bit of friction here. By having a bearing, a lot of that friction is reduced, and it makes for a nice, smooth adjustment. You'll really appreciate this when you're trying to get that final setting. Something else I want to do, I want to take the frog out, and I want to show you the milled contact between the bottom of the frog and the sole of the plane. This is how we reduce vibration, commonly known as chatter. You see that nice, clean, milled surface paired up against that nice, clean, milled surface in the sole of the plane? You can't get any more contact. This is what gives you that nice, stable bedding for your blade, and this is what makes this plane work so well. This is a piece of hard maple, and this is the end grain. Beautiful shaving. And this is the WoodRiver block plane, patterned after the old 60.5 snap cap. To release it, you simply lift up on the lever cap. You'll notice that the blade has a very generous bedding area to eliminate vibration, or what we call chatter. The soles come flat, the sides are square. It has an adjustable throat. You simply loosen the knob, move the lever one side or the other, lock it when you get it in place. You'll notice how nice and clean the machining is. Great plane, great price. This is something that should be in everybody's toolkit. I've spent years dealing with premium hand planes. The best part of the WoodRiver line, with a minute of sharpening, they're ready out of the box. You can expect it. The guarantee's in place. Pick one up today and enjoy your time in the shop.